Next we are discussing the topic modification of roots. Okay, so the roots are get modified for the purpose of storage of food, respiration, and the modification for the additional mechanical support. Clear? So modification for the storage of food, modification for respiration, and the modification for the additional mechanical support. So here first we are discussing the first modification. In different plants, the roots are modified to perform different functions other than the main functions like absorption and the fixation. So here the important thing is that here the root is not erased from the in some cases, not in all cases, the root is not erased from the radical portion. Okay, so first we are discussing the modification of storage of food, the root modification for the storage of food. The tap roots are modified into food stored structures in radish, turnip, beetroot and carrot. Okay, then the sweet potato, the adventitious roots are modified into food stored structure. Once more I am telling, in radish, turnip, beetroot, carrot. On that, tap root are modified for the purpose of the storage. But in the case of sweet potato, the adventitious roots are modified into food stored structure. Adventitious roots are modified for the purpose of the food store structure. Okay. Next is modification for respiration. Okay. So the respiration occurs with the help of some roots. The respiration process will take place. The name of the type of roots are pneumatophores. Normally the roots are seen under the ground. Okay, so that shows positive geotropism. That means they grow towards the gravity of the earth. But here the pneumatophores roots are seen above the soil level. That means it shows negative geotropism. Okay, so the pneumatophores, other name of this pneumatophores roots are breathing roots. Okay, it is the taproot modification for respiration. It grows negatively geotropic with pores arising from the horizontal roots of the plants living in the swamp area. So the pneumatophores are seen in the plants which are seen in the swamp area. So gaseous exchange takes place through the pores, and these pores are known as pneumatothores. Okay. Pneumatothores. The root name is pneumatophore, Phore, and the small pores that is known as pneumatothores, Pneumatothodes. I hope all you understand that. Example for this group of pneumatophores, that is Rhizopora and the Avicennia. I will show you one photo. Please look here. So this is the example for enlarged view of this one. This is the negative geotropic root. So this name of the root is pneumatophores. Phores, Phores. So the small pores seen in this pneumatophore, that is known as pneumatothores. Okay, example for this group is Avicennia and the Rhizopora. And here the carrot, turnip and the beetroot are the example for the modifications in the tap root for the purpose of the storage function. Next we are discussing the modification for the additional mechanical support. So this having two type of roots. One is prop roots and other one is the stilt roots. One is prop roots and other one is stilt roots. Any idea what is prop roots? Prop roots means pillar-like roots grow towards from the branches of the stem. That is known as prop roots. Again I am repeating that. Pillar-like roots arise from the that grow downwards from the branches of the banyan tree. Okay, when we are observing the banyan tree, the roots are hanging from the main branches. So that type of pillar-like roots gives a mechanical strength to the plant. Clear? The next is stilt root. Stilt root. Stilt roots are the clusters of roots grow obliquely downward from the base of the main stem. Stilt roots are the clusters of roots. Stilt roots are the clusters of roots that grows downward from the base of the main stem. That grows from the base of the main stem. That is known as stilt roots. Example for that group is sugar cane and the maize are the example for it. Once again I am repeating the modification of roots. First one is modification for the storage of food. Example, carrot, beetroot and the turnip, like that. In the case of sweet potato, the adventitious roots are modified for the purpose of the food storage. In other cases, taproot are modified. Then the nematophores. Nematophores are the breathing roots. It is a taproot modification for respiration. It grows natively zootropic with pores arising from the horizontal roots of the plants living in swamps. Gaseous exchange takes place through the pores. The pores are called nematodes. Avicennia, Rhizopora are the example for this group. Next is modification for the additional mechanical support. Okay, so that are two types, prop root and stilt roots. So prop roots means pillar-like roots that grow downwards from the branches of the banyan tree. That is known as prop roots. Then the stilt roots means the clusters of roots grow obliquely downward from the base of the main stem in sugar cane and the maize. That is known as stilt root. These are the modifications of the root. Clear? The picture clear it is. Next we are discussing the stem. Stem means the shoot system. Shoot system means it arises from the plumule. From the embryo, the shoot systems are arises from the plumule portion. Plumule, P-L-U-M-U-L-E, plumule portion. So the shoot system consisting both the vegetative parts and the reproductive part. Vegetative parts means stem, branches, leaves and the buds. And the reproductive parts means flowers, fruits and the seeds. Next we are discussing the modifications of the stem. The stem are modified. The stem modification is, first one is underground stem modification, subaerial stem modification and the aerial stem modification. Mainly three types the stems are getting arranged or getting modified. Okay, the one is underground stem modification. Next one the subaerial stem modification and the third one is aerial stem modification. So underground stem modifications are meant for the perennation and the storage. Underground stem modification is mainly for the process for the perennation and for the food storage. Okay. Then the underground stem of potato, ginger and the turmeric, colocasia etc. show modified food stored structure. And the onion garlic shows a condensed and discoid stem with a large number of food stored fleshy scale leaves. Okay, so in underground stem modifications, different terms or different names are we are describing for each one. So in the case of tuber, the potato, ginger and turmeric show modified food stored structure, that showing the modified food stored structure. But in case of onion, garlic and the garlic, that shows fleshy leaf-like structure, scale-like structure. So tuber seen in potato, a separate name for this. So tuber which is seen in potato. Then the rhizome, underground stem of the potato, that is known as tuber. Underground stem of the ginger and turmeric, that is known as rhizome. Okay, underground stem of the colocasia means chamber channel, like that. Okay, that are known as combs. Underground stem of the onion and the garlic, that is known as bulb, that contain fleshy leaf-like structure. Okay, clear. Again I am repeating the underground part of the stem in potato, that is known as underground stem part of the potato, that is known as tuber. In case of the colocasia, the underground part is known as comb. In the case of onion and the garlic, the underground part is known as bulb. In the case of rhizomes and the ginger and the turmeric, both are looks alike. Okay, on that case, the underground part is known as rhizome. So the different modification of underground and they have different names. Clear? Next, we are discussing the subaerial stem modification. Subaerial stem modification. Subaerial stem modifications are weak, okay, and are modified for the vegetative propagation. So, the subaerial stem modifications are mainly for the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means it's a part of asexual reproduction. New organism will be forming from that plant. Okay. So, first one is that I told you that the stem portion is very weak. The first one is that in case of grass and strawberry, the lateral branches arise above the soil from the axillary bud of the parent plant. It is delicate with the long internodes, runs horizontally and produce adventitious root from the nodes and fix the runner plants to the soil. ഗ്രാസിന്റെയും സ്ട്രോബെറിയുടെയും കാര്യത്തിൽ എന്തുണ്ടാവും ഇതിങ്ങനെ വളഞ്ഞു മണ്ണിനോട് ചേർന്ന് വളഞ്ഞു പോകും ഓക്കെ സോ ദ പോർഷൻ ഓഫ് ദ സ്റ്റം വിച്ച് ആർ ഫേസിംഗ് ദ soil forms the root. Clear it is. So that part make a separate one or a new one. So that type of subaerial stem modification occurs in the grass and the root, that is known grass and the strawberry, that is known as runner type. Grass and strawberry show subaerial modification runner type. Next one is jasmine and the mint plant. The lateral slant branches arise from the base of the main plant. Okay. In the case of the grass and strawberry, the roots are arise from the axillary bud. In case of jasmine and the mint, the branches are arise from the base of the main plant. That also an example for the vegetative propagation. Then the eichhornia and the pistia, both are the water living plants. Pistia and the eichhornia. So on that case, the subaerial modifications which is seen in pistia and eichhornia, that is known as offset. Then the subaerial modifications, stem modifications seen in banana and the pineapple, that is known as suckers. Clear it is. Once again, I am repeating that subaerial modifications have their own name. In the case of grass and strawberry, the lateral branches originate from above the soil from the axillary buds of the parent plant. Okay, and it is delicate with the long internodes, runs horizontally. Adventitious roots are given out of the nodes and fixed into the soil. In the case of the pistia and eichhornia, short internodes and lateral branches with the rosette of leaves are turned off. So on that group pistia and eichhornia, the subaerial stem modification, that is known as offset. In banana and the pineapple, the subaerial modification, that is known as suckers. Maybe this question is asking for the match the following according to the NEET exam. So you have to remember that grass and strawberry runner type, pistia and eichhornia offset type, banana and the pineapple sucker type. Clear it is. The next is aerial stem modification. Aerial stem modifications are for various purposes. Okay, first one that's a tendril. Tendrils are seen in cucumber, pumpkin, are the modification of the axillary buds. Okay, axillary buds modification. But in case of grape, the grape vine is the modification of the apical bud. Okay, tendril. So the tendrils which is seen in cucumber, pumpkin, വള്ളികളിലെ അതിന്റെ നമ്മൾ കെട്ടിക്കൊടുക്കുന്ന വള്ളികൾ എന്ന് അറിയില്ലേ. Okay, tendrils are seen in gourds, that cucumber, pumpkin and watermelon are the modification of the axillary buds. And in case of the grapes, the grape vine is an example for the apical bud. Okay, and in case of citrus and bougainvillea, they have thorns, മുള്ളുകൾ. The thorns are the modification of the axillary buds. In citrus and citrus means lemon family. The citrus and the bougainvillea, the axillary bud modifications are the thorns. And in case of our opuntia, kallichedi, opuntia and the euphorbia. Okay, euphorbia, the structure, the flattened structure, that is modification. The flattened structure modification, that is known as phylloclad. Phylloclads. Clear it is, phylloclad. So the tendrils is a modification of the axillary bud. In the case of the grapevine, the modification of the apical bud. And thorns in cucumber, means bougainvillea and the lemon family, the thorns are the modification of the axillary bud. And in case of the opuntia, there is some flattened opuntia. There's features are there. In case of the opuntia, the modified stem is flattened. Okay, so that means the modified stem modification seen in the opuntia, that is known as phylloclad. So here the important thing is to be understand that is tuber, potato, rhizome, ginger and turmeric, corms, colocasia, bulb, onion and garlic. Okay, study this name thoroughly. And the grass and strawberry, runner type, pistia and iconia, offset type, banana and the pineapple, sucker type, tendrils, that aerial bud, in case of tendril, that is the axillary bud modification seen in cucumber, pumpkin and watermelon. In case of the grape, the vines are apical bud. Then citrus and bougainvillea, the thorns are axillary bud. In case of opuntia, the flattened stem is phylloclad. Okay, giving another name, giving a name to the organism. Okay, look here. This is a picture of the opuntia. So here the flattened stem, that is known as phylloclad. And here the thorns, the stem having thorn. Okay, so here the thorns are the modification of the axillary bud. And here the picture having the tendril. Okay, this step of spring like structure, that is tendril. So these tendrils are the modification of the axillary bud. Only exception in the case of the grapevine. In the case of grapevine, it having the tendrils are formed from the tendrils are formed from the apical bud, not from the axillary bud. Okay, so up to this is our stem portion. I hope all you can understand this portion. Thank you.